Oh, I see a big John Deere coming down the hill with a drilling cultipacker on it, so they're done up there. They may or may not start on that piece tonight. It's late enough, who knows, but that's what we got for sunset. And that's where the sun's hitting to the east. And when I came out, it was kind of noisy out here. Now it's quiet. And some yahoo down that direction is burning frickin' garbage again. 99.9% sure I know what place it is. They've been, they've had the cops. I think they've had DEQ. They've had the fire department. And they always tell them they can F off. And then they, burn a couple days later. And I see the neighbor back there has got a fire going. That's fine. He had stuff to burn. Now, there we go. I believe that's the one John Deere he has. He was looking for another articulated. He might have a quad track John Deere too. But he's got two quad track Case IHs. Anyway, these guys had their dinner and they needed to not eat rocks. The bad thing is they're out here getting manure. Hey, where are you going, turkey butt? Get back here. Come on. By the way, this is what we got for him. It's okay, but I'm not overly thrilled with it. I just had to vibrate him. He don't pay attention to the beeps. I shocked him to get him up here to begin with, but that's a little shock. It's not set very high. These two reach in my pocket full of tricks. This is what they have. And my only problem is it's 1 and 2, and I forgot earlier which one it was on. And Balin's the one that needed a little reminder of things, and poor Ghost was standing right next to me, right behind me. As a matter of fact, I didn't realize I ended up shocking him twice. I felt so bad because the beep, it doesn't matter which one I beep. It sounds like it's the closer one to you. So, anyway, there's almost 3 minutes of tonight. Hopefully we'll see them here a little ways. Dinner was good. We got home, it was behind that cloud and probably down about that level. It was above the barn, but cloud was in the way. But there it is. Looks pretty good. And there's a buttload of coyotes that way. I just stepped out there hollering. And it's quiet here again. Oh, one moo. I told Becky on the way to town we were kind of mean to the cows because we put them on that fresh grass today. And I mean, granted, their calves haven't had anything since Sunday, right? Because they couldn't get to it. That fresh grass is full of water. Guess what? Those cow's udders are stuffed. Anyway, we will see what tomorrow brings. And that would be Ghost. I brought him out because he came to the door. And he hasn't pottied. He's the one that was getting in trouble for looking around in the house and going instead of going to the door. Anyway, there you go. Well, good morning, Moon. One of them with the band on his balls is making noise, maybe two. They just started maybe an hour ago. It was mostly cows all night. And these poor guys, I think somebody ate too much cow poop out of the driveway yesterday. I don't know which one, but oh my God. Somebody left some really runny, dark-colored poop in their pen inside. Basically, Becky can't even walk in that room right now. She thought she was going to go clean it up. And nope, she called Ty to give Ty fair warning. Ty gets to do it. Oh, anyway. You hear what the neighbors were serenaded with. Way quieter than it could be because the can't suck do make a difference. People don't realize it. And it's because it's quieter on them, there's less stress anyway. Anyway, these yippies are going to chill out here for a little bit. Becky, what she did was she came in this room this morning. She hit that light switch.
I hit that one over there.
Oh, you hit that one over there? One for outside, one for inside. And she said some words, and I asked her what. These are on the same circuit, on the same switch.
I did say some words.
This one went boom. So she's been attempting to try to get some paperwork done without it. Well, I had breakfast. And I told her I know where the light bulb, well, I know what light bulbs will probably work. But she can't find them. The fancy LED one that's in the closet. Because they're, a nicer bulb, and I think it'll fit inside those. We'll find out. I have to just call this a moon video. But that's what we got through the clouds. News just said the rain is just coming onto the coast. And we're supposed to get like 8 100ths or something today. Woohoo. And a good share of the cows are in. Not all of them. They're still coming. Maybe they'll get in here by the time I feed them. Some of them decided to come in after all. Mostly the younger ones. And yeah, part of them got the grain figured out. Part of them don't. I don't know if all the heifers figured it out yet or not. Maybe. Because there was a bunch still standing down here, but I fed grain to right there, so there's one standing there, must be eating some hay. Either way, they got their heads in there. Morning, Sapphire. Where's her mama at? Her mama's usually that hole, but is it wide enough? Maybe. Doesn't look like the right number though. I can't tell. Anyway, they're quiet now, and that would be Boomer's kid. Probably the biggest one. Well, maybe not the heaviest. That new calf is probably the heaviest. And she's still got the jiggle wiggle when she moves. So she definitely hasn't slacked since she's been here. And I noticed yesterday, when you're close to too many of these guys, there's a certain air in the air. Although looking at them, you don't notice anything. No changes in their change bursts. And of course, there's been a certain air in the air since I finished getting this cleaned up and getting the other, because when it's damp out and we move manure, even just cleaning the feed barn sometimes, it will get like a sour smell to the manure. It's the only way I know how to describe it. And it's really not much different than the certain air that these guys put off. But it's not as, shall we say, repulsive. I think that sounds close enough. Anyway, on to the next ones to feed. And then I guess get a trailer hooked up. Oh, I gotta move ties, crap. She cleans stuff right there, and it's always in the way of the trailer. We'll get some feed because feeding. Well, today I only fed 2 extra buckets so far, but that'll be 4 extra buckets by tonight because they'll each get extra buckets. They'll each get buckets tonight, both groups of calves. The steers actually need 2 buckets morning and night for the number that's in there, but start them out kind of slow and go from there. Dang, that birdie. Except for the chemtrails they've laid this morning. Well, I got 2 tote bags this time instead of 2 tons of little bags because they were here and I think they only had 1 left. Yeah, look, they got clover growing out there. See the little rows? Looks like little leaves on them. And Becky says, yeah, take your mom's pickup. It needs to get driven. Yeah, it does. I think it's been out. Well, we went down and picked up the mower for the skid steer. But I got a windshield full of bugs and it's raining now. It should be interesting. And it ain't warming up any today. It's not supposed to either. Started out at 40 degrees and it was 42 when I left, and it's almost 10 o'clock now. I didn't get going as soon as I wanted to this morning. So, anyway, I'm going to see if I can see through the windshield here in a couple minutes. I don't dare get those wipers until those bugs are getting wet. And I don't know what Mom had in here for wiper fluid, if it works or not. Well, it squirted. Got most of the bugs off, I can actually see. And I thought I'd apologize for a couple of clips before this one. The audio was really crap. Window was down in the car last night, so I couldn't see better. So, yeah. This phone doesn't always pick it up the best. That was one of the trade-offs. My old phone, the audio was great and the picture wasn't so good, and this one, the picture's better and the audio's not so good. Anyway, and with this rain, I think there's going to be a lot of guys that are probably planting that if it's doing very much, they're going to be stopping pretty soon, because once it's wet on top, it gets sticky and icky, and it's just not worth the hassle. And you plug things up. But, yeah. But it's chilled out here. Behind me, it's raining really good. I don't know if you can see in the mirror, but it's dumping. You can't see the hill behind me, and I'm only 2 miles from the hill. Hey, it's been a nice day. Banded out there in the rain, getting more cow shit to come off the tires. Balin wandering over here, and I think, yep, there he is, ghost hiding around here. Rainy thinking she wants to bite a microsont. Ain't got much done this afternoon. 2 tote bags sitting there in front of the skid steer. But I hate having to unload those in the rain, and I don't have to unload them right now. Tomorrow it's not supposed to rain. Just got to get Ty to give me a hand. So, and of course, that's still sitting in there. It hasn't been touched since it got in there. Ichabod is down in the bottom. See if we can see him on the camera. Right there in the middle of the screen, right over the top of the board. It's the only one I see today so far. And yeah, a couple of them down there complaining. It is what it is. So, I think tomorrow I might be stuck helping Tyler and Becky with stuff in the office upstairs. Yay! Well, we still got this other stuff to do. And at some point I've got to get the drill and cultipacker hooked up to something. I'd rather have it on that, but it might be on the 2294. Because next weekend, if the weather's fit, I gotta plant some grass for a guy up the road. Said he'll have the seed by then anyway. try to go take a look at it tomorrow. I was wrong on which piece of ground it was, but it was all part of the same piece. It's just the opposite half of what I thought. So, anyway, in case I don't get you nothing else, probably a long enough video, I guess. So, hope your Friday was good. Hope everybody has a great weekend. And thank you for watching.